I'm just gonna like skip the corny intro and say hi. So hi, today I'm gonna be talking about Chick-fil-A positions. So if you don't know, I work at Chick-fil-A. It's kind of hard to explain what I do because I do everything, which is kind of why I wanted to make this video. If you are applying to Chick-fil-A, want to work at Chick-fil-A, thinking about working at Chick-fil-A, want to know how Chick-fil-A operates, then I work front of house, and there's a front of house and back of house. So back of house is just anything in kitchen. Front of house is literally everything else. So right now I'm a team member at my current Chick-fil-A. I'm not sure how other Chick-fil-A's operate, but I know they are very, very similar because, I mean, it's a freaking franchise. It can't be that different. I know there are some things we do differently at our specific Chick-fil-A because we have more space or less space or blah blah blah, but essentially it's the same. I really don't know where to start. Should I start from the inside or should I start from the outside? I'm gonna start from the inside. The first position is register. That's very self-explanatory. You're taking orders on a monitor, not a monitor. You're taking orders on a, what is that thing called? What is it called? On a screen. You're taking orders on the register. You just take the orders. I know at my Chick-fil-A, we have a cash register. So one for cash and card, and then we have straight cards. Usually there's only one person working the cash one, so that we can take cash and card, but when it's really busy, we'll open both registers so that we have a card one and a cash and card register. And that's usually what they'll put trainees on, like when they're first starting, first getting new, they'll either do that or IPOS, which I'm gonna get to. So the next position I wanna talk about is runner. No, the next position I wanna talk about is bagging. This is where it gets hectic, I guess. Well, bagging, you are reading a monitor, reading the orders, and bagging the orders. I mean, it's simple, but you really have to pay attention. How do I explain this? You're reading the monitor for orders. Whatever you see, whatever pops up on that order, you put it in a bag. That is bagging, essentially. You bag hot and cold food separately. So if an order has a chicken sandwich and fries, and then they have a fruit cup, you have to bag the chicken sandwich and fries separately from the fruit cup, but they're in one order, if that makes any sense. This is why you have to pay attention. And there's a separate bag for kids' meals that you have to bag or put them in this little kids bag. Order changes, like if someone makes a change to a salad, like they take out the tomatoes or they add extra something, that salad will come differently. Like it'll come in a different place than where the rest of the food is stored. They usually place it at the top of the heat thing. It also comes with a sticker on it. So order changes like that, like if you add extra, take something off, or do anything like that, it'll have a sticker on it that says what happened or what change was made, and it'll come with the order number on it so that you can bag it with the correct stuff. Also, if you are bagging, you have to make sure that whoever is doing whatever can close the bag. You don't want to overfill the bag. So this is where you would need more than one bag. And then orders that have 3 or more bags get a shopping bag. Obviously, I mean, you'll get trained on it if you are actually going in, but this is just so that you have prior knowledge or just want to know how things work, like I said. Because sometimes things get mixed up. You put the wrong thing in the wrong bag, give out the wrong food, or the kitchen just doesn't make it or doesn't see it. So sometimes you do have to communicate to them that you don't have what you need to finish the order. Once you're done bagging the order, we do what we call, you bump the screen, which is basically you press the button and the receipt or the order will come on a sticker that you just place on the bag, and then you pass it off. There are 2 different stations for bagging. So there's front counter bagging and there's drive-through bagging. So one does it for front counter and then one does it for drive-through. But they are the same exact thing. Like the same thing, nothing changes. The next position I'm going to talk about is, I guess, bag checking. After you're done bagging, you pass the bag to the bag checker or to the counter where the bag checking person will be. Bag checking, you literally just check the bags, you sauce the bags, and you give it to where it needs to go. So for front counter, after you receive the bag, usually you would read the sticker and see what sauces they need, see what they have, see if they need a salad kit, a fork, see what condiments come with whatever salad they got, and you just put it all in the bag. That's basically bag check. You actually have to check to make sure the food's in there, because there are incidents where the bagger forgot to put food in the bag. You don't have to pick up everything, make sure everything's, just peek in there. If there's 2 sandwiches and a fry, make sure it's like 2 sandwiches and a fry. It only takes 2 seconds. That's it. For front counter, for mobile orders, when you get mobile orders for front counter, you do have to close them and seal them, put a sticker on the drinks and stuff, but that's only for front counter. It's just a little additional stuff for mobile orders, like DoorDash and Uber Eats, all that. These are really the same. It's just one is for drive-through orders and then one is for front counter orders. So the next position I'm going to talk about is drinks. Self-explanatory. You're reading a monitor, basically similar to a monitor like bagging, but it just has drinks on it, no food. You get a monitor that displays all the drinks in whatever order you see. You just make the drinks. You grab a cup, get the ice, get the drink, and you seal it with the lid. That's all drinks do. Now, I will tell you, drive-through drinks, a lot more hectic than front counter drink. Drive-through anything is a lot more hectic than front counter anything, because the amount of people that go through a Chick-fil-A drive-through in a day. So when you're doing drive-through anything, you really have no break. An order will find its way. That is really frustrating, especially for drinks, because people will come through the drive-through and get like 5 drinks in each order. Next I want to talk about runner. Runner is only for front counter because you don't have to run to drive-through because they're outside. What this person does is, after the saucer or bag checker is done checking the bags for front counter, the runner will get the drinks for that order. They can see it by reading the sticker. Everything is on that sticker that bagger puts on the bag. Obviously there's a name that they just call out the name, whatever is on the sticker, whatever name, that's whatever they call. That's all runner does. So for drive-through, because there's no runner, the bag checker will pass the bags when they're done to window. It's really fun if you know what you're doing. The only reason I say it's fun if you know what you're doing, because a lot of stuff happens at the window, a lot of mishaps. People will want their money back. You have to know how to do that. People used to want their receipts, but now we just put the receipt in the bag for every order, so that's one less problem. But it is a little harder for window because I have to print every receipt and put it in the bag. It's just a lot. People want gift cards, so you have to know how to operate gift cards and refunds and literally everything. Sometimes window has to re-punch in orders. Sometimes we'll have to do the job of register. Only sometimes though. So for this position, you are literally sitting at the window. Every drive-through has a window, and they're reading a monitor with the order, the name, and the car description. The job of the window person is to hand the food, make sure everything's in there right, make sure they have the right drinks, get the bag, and hand the food to Expo. Like I said, it's a lot. It's a little more to that, because now we have to, at MY Chick-fil-A specifically, I'm not too sure if they do this at other Chick-fil-A's, but we have to print the receipt at window and put it in the bag before we hand it out. I think that was pretty much it. I'm missing a whole position. Desserts. This is basically like drinks, but for desserts only. So milkshakes and iced coffees and frozen lemonades, frosted coffees. So that monitor will only show desserts. You have to do desserts for both front counter and drive-through. Pay attention to the monitor. Our monitor is split in half, or it's not actually split in half, but it's like the screen. There's a top and bottom. At the top are desserts for drive-through. At the bottom are desserts for front counter. So you have to make them both. Oh, they also have to do like ice cream cups, ice cream cones. We do pup cups as well, which is just whipped cream in a cup. If you are making a dessert for drive-through, from the top of the screen, you make it and then you pass it off to the drive-through section or to the drive-through area where the drinks are sat there. But if you're making a dessert for front counter, you would put it where the front counter drinks go. And you also have to switch tops. If it's a DoorDash order or Uber Eats order, it'll tell you you have to put a different kind of lid on the top, like a flat lid on the top. And then there's stocker. Just go around and you stock whatever needs to be stocked. Self-explanatory. If you're running low on sauces, you go get sauces, fill it up, just check and make sure everybody's good, that they're not running low on anything like lemonade or half and half or whatever. And I think that was the last position inside. Now we go outside, which is still considered front of house. The first position outside I want to talk about is IPOS. IPOS is drive-through, taking orders in the drive-thru. So it's like register, but on an iPad in the drive-thru outside, rain or shine. You have to do a little more in IPOS. You have to put the car description, so the car model, make, or whatever, and then the car color, name of the customer, obviously. It's just really important that you get the car description and the name right. For instances where if you have the same car right behind each other, it'll just save some confusion and time. Next, outdoor cash. Oh, for IPOS, you also take card orders. Any form of payment that's not cash. It's outdoor cash. It's where you take the cash orders from drive-through. Next position, and I believe this is the last position, is Expo. Expo sits right outside the window. They're the people who will hand you the food to your car, or give you the food to your car, walk the food to your car, however you want to put it. This is one thing that I know differs from Chick-fil-A to Chick-fil-A. I've been to a couple Chick-fil-A's where the Expo will just give you your food at the window, like right as you pull up. But for my Chick-fil-A, we have an entire parking lot to park cars in so that we can keep the line moving. When the line gets backed up, we'll park the cars in the parking lot so that we can fit more cars in and we can keep moving the line. We would have to walk through the entire parking lot to find a car that we're looking for, if it gets to that point. Some Chick-fil-A's don't have a parking lot and they just line the cars up in a single file line and give them the food. And that's why I said it may differ depending on how much space or how big a Chick-fil-A is. I'm pretty sure that was the last position. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope that it was helpful more than anything. I might make this Chick-fil-A thing a series. I just need more things to talk about it, or to talk about. I'll be happy to give it to you. I mean, as long as it's not jeopardizing my job. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!